Hello and welcome to a special edition of The Point with me, Liu Xin, coming to you from Shule town of Kashgar city in southern Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. I've been visiting some cotton growers and cotton pickers in the village of Yangdaman. And my special guest today is Aini Shirip. He is one of the cotton growers here. Uncle Aini, thank you very much for accepting our interview. I would like to know first, how much cotton do you plant every year? How much harvest can you get every year?
Well, I've developed over 50 acres of land for cotton farming over the past decade. I've made more money. Now it's around 100,000 to 150,000 yuan a year. I do all the farm work myself if I can handle it. If I can't, I hire someone. Based on negotiation with the workers, the labor cost for planting cotton is around 50,000 to 60,000 yuan a year. The labor cost for picking cotton is around 100,000 yuan a year. When farmers' incomes increase, my income also increases gradually every year. Now it's 150,000 yuan a year. It's the total net income after paying the hired workers.
So is cotton the only source of income for your family, or do you have other means of income as well?
I have no other source of income. I mainly do cotton farming.
So what about the availability of working hands in your family? How much labor can you provide from your family, and how much more do you need every year?
All my children have their own jobs. When I'm too busy, I ask neighbors or people I know to come and help. When they come to work, I pay them on a daily or monthly basis. That's how I pay them.
What's the percentage of mechanization in your cotton producing process? For instance, how much is planted by machine automatically, or how much is planted manually, and same with cotton picking?
Last year, I used manual labor to grow cotton. Around 120 tons of cotton were picked manually. The labor cost was around 180,000 yuan. This year I'm using machines for the harvest. That will cost me 50,000 to 60,000 yuan to pick the cotton. When I say this year, I mean 2021. The two cotton varieties are planted at different times of the year. This year, I chose the variety fit for mechanized harvesting, while last year the cotton I grew had to be picked by hand. The cost of picking cotton by machine is 50,000 to 60,000 yuan, while the cost of manual labor is 170,000 to 180,000 yuan.
So you can have a choice between the kind of cotton that can be picked by machines or the kind of cottons that has to be picked manually.
You can choose how you harvest it. For certain cotton varieties grown in autumn, if a machine can be used to pick it, so can manual labor. However, if a cotton variety is only fit for hand picking, then machine picking is not a good alternative.
What difference does it make when this particular type of cotton has to be picked manually? What is it, a different kind of cotton or better quality?
There are also some differences among cotton varieties. Different cotton varieties require different types of seeders, different machines. Besides, if a machine is used, then the field must be level and the cotton plants must be properly spaced, while the field doesn't have to be very level for hand-picked cotton.
Can you make it all mechanized? Why do you not make it all mechanized?
As more and more farmers start using machines, we are also mechanizing our production. We use more machines this year than last, and by this fall, common cotton varieties will all be picked by machine.
Where do you find the manual labours?
Are we talking about the planting process? Since the sowing process is mechanized, we don't need much manual labor. 2 to 3 people are enough. The workers come from neighboring townships, like Yamanya Township and Yanduma Township. 3 people, including me, can plant 33 to 50 acres of cotton. That doesn't count in an extra machine operator. We don't need many people to sow seeds. We usually have people from nearby for weeding and topping. They offer to come.
What about cotton picking?
For picking cotton last year, 15 people were recruited from Upal Township of Shufu County, plus some 10 people from my village. 120 tons of cotton were harvested by 25 people.
Roughly, the cotton picking season will start from when and ends when?
It started from September 20 and took about 60 days. The harvesting was basically finished around November 20.
How much can one labourer earn?
Last year, the labor cost for cotton picking was 1.6 yuan per kilogram. A person who picked 120 to 130 kilograms a day could earn about 200 yuan. In total, a person can earn 8,000 to 10,000 yuan during the cotton picking season. Some fast pickers can earn more than 10,000 yuan.
How do you get your word out that you are hiring cotton picking labourers? Is it easy to find enough hands?
We contacted and secured some of them a year before. Some used to work here in 2019. We called them. We visited their local village council and talked with them to figure out the exact cost of labor. When the workers arrived, I provided them with shelter, water and power, and they cooked for themselves.
So they live and eat here and spend the entire 2 months here?
Yes, people coming from those places, because their homes are far away, sometimes 100 kilometers away from here. They usually go back after they finish picking cotton. Some of them would go back home every 10 or 15 days during the picking season, if they want.
Why don't you hire people from nearer places? Why do you have to go to 100 kilometers away?
We also hire local people, but there are few cotton pickers here. Local people who come to work here often say they need to take care of their families during the day and promise to come back at night, so they are not very productive. People who come to live and work on the farm are usually more productive.
So recently there have been these news about so-called forced labor in cotton production in Xinjiang. Has there been any negative impact on your production since then?
Well, I've heard about the news too. That doesn't affect our cotton farming here. They are all lies and rumors. None of us believe it. No one should. Our cotton is clean and pure. We don't believe the rumors. There is no such thing as forced labor. We pay all the workers we hire. Those are rumors. They are trying to conjure something out of nothing. I'm very angry about that. It certainly isn't okay that they talk nonsense like that.
So when was the first time you heard about such news, and what was your first reaction back then?
When I first heard these words, I felt very angry. It's a complete lie. There is no such thing here. The wage is negotiated before any work is done here.
Will you still be using the same method to produce cotton as before, and will you even expand your production this year and in the years ahead?
I will continue to expand my cotton production. The land and climate here are perfect for growing cotton. I will stay in this line of business. I will definitely hire workers in the future if there is a need.